One of the best episodes of Death Note I've ever watched. Man, I gotta keep going, bro. Who's gonna take over the mantle? It's Matsuda. Matsuda will become M. And he will enact justice and find out who Kira is. What an insane episode last episode was. Again, full thoughts in the past reaction. Go check that out at the intro and the outro. It's just beautiful cinema. It was genuinely a cinematic episode. Let's see what happens today. This is new? Who's he writing this to? Achievements. Maybe he's gonna convey a message saying, I always knew that motherfucker was Kira and I caught him. And I got confirmation when he smirked when I was dying. Now he's gonna send this file to Matsuda. That's right, Matsuda will avenge L. Light deleted everything. Who did this message go to? Chilling songs. Secret funeral. Ideally, if everything worked out, my reaction of the OVA of L's funeral should be up before this episode. Inventor? So he did run orphanages, but they were global orphanages. And he became a billionaire by just inventing shit. Bro probably invented the wheel. It's just crazy. Watari lore goes hard. What? Mr. Quillish Whammy. Okay, so the Whammy house was like a real thing. Mr. Quillish, man. He's just so goated. He became a billionaire by inventing shit, and then he took care of children who were neglected and opened up orphanages. And then on top of that, he became fucking... He became, you know, what Bruce Wayne's fucking, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. What's his name, guys? In Batman, Alfred. That's right. He became Bruce Wayne's Alfred. That's crazy. And then he became, and he started to fight crime behind the scenes. That's, it's like, wow, what a fulfilling life. Like genuinely, I think at his death there was no regrets at all.
Light,
I don't feel good about it. Yeah, fucking right, bro. You taking all the fucking data to your advantage. Okay. Matsuda will. He doesn't even call it the death note. He calls it killer notebook. I love it. He's so locked in. No, I can't be. The fuck? You said that put your life on the line or just leave last episode when Matsuda confronted you. Oh, I don't like lying. This is like that one guy, you know, trying to like, oh, there's no way it could be me, guys. You know that one picture of LeBron? It's like lying. He's like, that's him right now. It can't be me. There's no way it could be me, guys. Oh, if you say, oh, you know what? All right. Oh, okay. I hear you. For everyone else's sake, I'll do it. All right. He needs a new friend. He's actually so sad. He calling them stupid here, by the way. When he says it's no fun without Ryuzaki, it means that, like, damn, these dumbasses really are that dumb. They just go with everything that I say. Where's the competition now? Where's the fun? Wait, what? Nothing dangerous. We're gonna be low-key about it. We're working from home, baby. Bro's gonna be everything. He's gonna be Watari, he's gonna be L, and he's gonna be Kira at the same time. Wow. Okay, moving out. Bro getting an apartment. I'll keep it, guys. Yeah, who's that gonna be? What's this facial reactions here? He was like, me, and then Aiza was like, Captain, and Aiza was like, oh, let me put my dumbass hand down. Anyways. Oh, these dudes are funny as fuck today. For sure. Ha 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 ha. Okay. No parties? Come on, you party pooper. His old friend, man. He actually misses him a lot. I'd like to believe that he's actually kind of hurt inside. He looks very empty. The light in his eyes is actually dead. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but I think that light genuinely, like even today, the blank, expression and the light of the computer screen, mirroring, reflecting off his eyes, but it's so dim. He looks depressed. He's like straight up. He's like, damn, I won, but at what cost? Now I don't have my friend. I don't have my competition. This is actually like so empty and boring. He needs a new competitor to rise up. And bro's thinking about another man. He ain't even thinking about Miss Toto, by the way. He ain't even thinking about the other bitches he got. He thinking about his mans, bro. When he's on a date with Misa, he is so fucking gay. No, I don't think he is actually. Because if L was a woman, I think he'd be thinking about L still. It has nothing to do with gender here. It has to do with a higher thinking intellect that can actually compete with him. To tickle his brain, to actually have some fun in this world of, unfortunately, Misas. Nothing. Oh, Misaki moving in? Hell yeah! Ryuk gonna get different type of content now. Would Ryuk even be interested in that? He'd be like, oh, so that's how humans have sex. Do Shinigami have sex? Does Shinigami even have gender? What the hell was Rem? Was Rem a they, them, or a she, her? I don't even fucking know, bro. Anyways. Misa wins. The other girl, I don't even know their fucking name, but Kiyomi, Mari, and Yuri, sure. The other girls that, Misa knew that Light had around. I mean, yeah, they were, but like more than that, it was to trick you too. Anyways. Sure. Yeah, it's also that, and the fact that she was used the most to trick L the entire time. That's even more like flagrant here in her statements. Ryuk is bored. Give me new content. Looks like it. Imagine Ryuk just kills Light here. Well, I'm out of content. This is basically the audience that only watches one show on my channel. Well, you dropped it. I'm leaving. It is what it is, I get it. Oh? I got more content? New world? What was that? Whoa! Yo, that was kind of epic right there. What the hell was the fucking, I don't know, the hand, the motions are kind of funny, but he just disappeared. He's warming up. 20 reps of that. He needs to go to the gym and do 20 reps of writing that killer's notebook, bro. 20 reps of fucking flipping the pages, bro. Ooh. It's time! Whoa, the eyes! Yo, that eye animation kind of scary as fuck though. Look at the pupils, man. Oh god. Looks like I got that Shinigami eyes now. But if we do this, then what? Because right now we're under the assumption that Kira. Well, no. Because like, we're blaming on Rem kind of right now, right? Like, oh my god, Rem killed, you know, L and Kira's still on the loose. Like, yeah, we can still blame it on that. Oh, he did it on the rooftop today, huh? It's bald. Bro is conducting an orchestra. Holy shit, bro thinks that he is the actual conductor and there's a symphony here. Weddy! Not Weddy! Not Coil! No! What is his real name, bro? Your dad took a fucking bullet for Weddy the baddie, and now his sacrifice means nothing? He took a fucking bullet, come on! I don't think this has to do with her being a criminal. I don't think Light's actually killing her because she's a criminal. I think it's the fact that she was obviously working with L before, and he's taking no chances, right? He's gonna kill off Coil, he's gonna kill off Weddy, not because of their criminal activities, but because of a liability that they could be. It's fucked up. Coil, you're next. At least Weddy died doing what she loves, riding her motorcycle in her sexy ass fucking plug suit. You're gonna, in front of the kid and the wife? Oh hell no, that's diabolical. He's dead already. And that's why you shouldn't drink alcohol, kids. Papa died of alcoholism. Let's try to make something positive here. You know, maybe the kid will now learn from this and become, you know, never be an alcoholic. Thank you, Apostle, for the 16 months. Thank you. Yep, kid got traumatized. And you know what? We need to traumatize those children for them to not be alcoholics. Yep, that is a risk I'm willing to take. Traumatize them kids. It's for their own good. Traumatizing children for their own good. That's right. Actually, what actually ended up happening at my school was, I don't know if you guys have had this, but I think it was called a program called DARE back in the day. I don't know what the acronym sounded like, but basically in elementary school, we would have presenters coming in and saying, I fucked up my life doing all these drugs. And you don't want to do these drugs. If you do the drugs, you'll become like me and I'm a freak. And they'd be like, oh. They're like, no weed, no alcohol, no nothing. But it actually ended up having an opposite effect. The more that you tell kids not to do something, their curiosity actually makes them do something. Yeah, that's how that works. It actually backfired. I think that the war on drugs and trying to convince the kids like, oh, don't do it, this is bad for you. They're like, bet, I'm gonna do it to, you know, revolt against you. But that's different though. That's different from traumatizing children. Because ain't no child traumatized at that gymnasium fucking, you know, when they were doing the whole speeches. It was the kids who were like, yeah, bet I want to do these drugs now because you're saying it's so fucking hype. I think this kid won't do alcohol though. Bald. Yo, Yotsuba group. That's fucked up. Because, nah, it's not even at least let this guy live. Because this guy cooperated with Light. I mean, he was still working as L, right? It was fake L, but you know, he was our fucking rat. And he said, I provide you protection. Only for that arc, though. Psych, gotcha, bitch. Dead, you next. One by one. Yep, you won 1 by 1. Damn, they all dead. Cold. 23. Okay. Oh my god, it's escalating. A new world order. I mean, listen, again. Why wouldn't you be happy that criminals are dying? Of course there's gonna be people that's happy. Light isn't killing random people right now. Of course, random people being non-criminals. Of course he killed them on the way here because they got in his way. We talked about this many times. We talked about how, hypocritical he is for whatever, for the sake of his goal, he's willing to kill even non-criminals. But when he is no longer challenged, he is enacting justice, righteous justice. But here's the issue, right? These kind of solutions, they work in the short term. In the short term, everything sounds good and great, but it's a slippery slope. There's a reason why we need to have principled positions, because no matter how good things are in the short term, people will eventually become corrupt. They're gonna lose it. They're gonna trip over the power. And then what happens? Now it's too fucking late. It's too late to try to prevent this. That's why it needs to be a proactive preventative measure. So yeah, of course, people are happy. They're gonna be excited. And that's the real thing in real life too, right? The more fucked up things get, more people wanna vote in extreme solutions. But those extreme solutions, it needs to be done really quickly, and you need to kill that off. That's why I said in the beginning, what's the political system that I talked about the most? I think that when things get too fucking shitty, you need to have a dictator that isn't held back by bureaucracy and can enact the change that's to get rid of the rot. No matter how cold and brutal that decision is, you need to get rid of that fucking rot. But this is the thing. After that, you need to have a system that prevents that one person from becoming corrupt. But the issue is, even if you have a democratic, Senate, right, versus like actually emperor, right? Even if you have the system in mind to keep each other a balance, what happens when the democratic Senate also becomes corrupt, or when the emperor becomes corrupt? So what I'm trying to get at is, no matter what system you have, it's kind of pointless, because at the core of it is the issue. Humans are prone to become corrupted. That's why impossible. And then you'll say, what about AI, robot stuff? Well, at that point, you'll realize that because humans are the problem, AI are going to get rid of us. So if you want to live in a society where the AI have realized, why do we keep these monkeys around? Let's just kill them all. That's not a reality that I want to live in. So what I'm trying to get at is, no matter what system you have, because it's human corruption at the core that's ruining every system, of course we can actually choose to have a system that's going to lessen the amount of corruption. But more than that, there needs to be a symbol. Let me cook. And this is going to sound cheesy and corny because I don't have a solution beyond this. But what I think needs to really be at the core of everything is prevent human corruption. If every system is prone to become corrupted, then we as a whole need to all hold each other accountable and have this spirit of preventing corruption before it happens. And now you're going to say, Psycho, what's that anime we watched the skit from Sylvanas about? What was it? Latent Criminal? There was a psychopath, right? So now you're like, all right, you want to stop corruption before it happens? Let's have fucking latent criminal. It's tricky. It's a really shitty, tricky situation where every system is prone to become corrupt. But even then, that doesn't mean we shouldn't try, right? We need to prevent human corruption before it actually takes place. But again, if I had the solutions to everything, if anyone had the solutions to everything, why would we still have problems? Because at the end of the day, there are no solutions. There is no perfect world. There is no utopia. Because human beings are at the core of it. And all we need to do, or all we can do really, is try our best, right? Choose the lesser of two evils, try our best, and try to have some sort of working, flawed system. But at the end of the day, everything is going to be flawed. Dark era, or is it a bright era? I don't know. It depends on what side of the spectrum you fall on, right? I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy and cheerful. Yay, no more crime. In fact, I'd love to see the story actually tackle that kind of theme. But what happens when, post-death of L and Kira has taken over? How did society really change, right? This small enough time isn't enough. I would have loved to see in 10, 20 years down the line how things would have been. L, computer setup! New challenger approaches? What is this? What is this timer right now? What is this? Who is this? Who's coming? Yo, I'm getting goosebumps. Do we have another genius orphan? Does the whammy house have another successor? Wait a minute. Who is it? Who is it? Who's taking over? L is dead. Okay. Oh, we got two! We got two replacements! Whoa, 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 whoa! We got a blonde kid and a white hair kid. Holy shit. And Watari also got a replacement. Roger has inherited Watari as well. And now we have two new characters. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Okay. Alright. Woo! And that's another episode of Death Note. Very short reaction today. I'm probably the only person that can actually stretch out a fucking recap episode where we only watch half the fucking episode, which is like 10 minutes. But at the time of recording, unedited, this is 25 minutes in. Longer than anyone else's reactions because I fucking yap too much. Man! Even though it's a recap, just to have a little bit of aftermath. What's going on? We had a time skip. So what's the important stuff? Light is actually depressed. Light is actually depressed that his best competitor that he respected is gone. And the light is gone from his eyes. He's on a date with Misa, but he ain't even thinking about Misa. Misa's moving in though. And Light has basically become Kira, Watari, and L at the same time. Because who the fuck is gonna oppose him here? Matsuda, fucking do it, bro. Fucking find out who L is. Sorry, Akira is. Him killing off every character here, man, that fucks me up, man. Weddy, Coil, bro, what the hell? The Yotsuba guys probably deserved it though, but it was very cinematic as he's like orchestrating and conducting a cinema on the rooftop. He literally wrote this shit on top of a rooftop, by the way. That's why he was like, oh, and then the notebook was on top of like a conductor's thing, right? If you look at the notebook, you know, plays, it was literally on like that thing where you hold sheet music, you know? I'm sure there's an actual name for it, but I forget. I used to play violin in the symphony. I forgot that fucking name, man. And bro, at the end, Whammy House, what the fuck is this house? Bro, are you sure that this is like a regular orphanage? Because it feels like Watari's goal was to only take in fucking cracked geniuses. Like this Whammy's house is like you need to have like an IQ test. If you score lesser than that, you're fucking kicked out. Ah, this ain't philanthropy, baby. We're literally raising fucking young geniuses, and if you don't meet that, get the fuck out of here. This ain't no fucking volunteer. I am raising these cracked kids, and we got 2 new kids coming in, bro. 2 new kids coming in, and I hope that together or individually, they can hold a candle to what L was, because goddamn, that fire was huge. That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for more content, and until next time, take care.